We gained permission from our neighbour to paint the fence. So we went ahead and we painted the fence, and now he's trying to dispute the fact that we've painted the fence. He's said that he's going to take legal advice because some of the paint has gone over the fence and little speckles are on his window. So he says he's going to take legal advice and take it further, and we just want to know where we stand with that.
Well, is he denying that he gave you permission to paint the fence?
Yes, he is now. Yes.
What a moron.
Yeah, he said to us, "Have you got it in writing?" We're like, "Well, obviously not, because it was just a conversation we had." And he said, "We haven't got it in writing, have you?" So he's going to take legal advice.
What a complete moron you live next door to, Anne-Marie.
Yeah, I know. My husband did say that to him as well.
Well, that's going to help neighbour relations now, isn't it?
Exactly.
I thought everyone who lived in Bury St Edmunds was really nice and genteel.
Most of them are, unfortunately, but not our neighbour.
Not your neighbour, okay.
My neighbour. But it is water-based. It is water-based paint as well, and it does wash off. And we said, "Look, we'll wash it off for you." And when I say speckles, they're tiny, tiny speckles. And my husband even went round with a little bit of a sponge, said, "Look, they're tiny speckles. It comes off." And we did everything we could as well for it not to go over his side. But yeah, I think he's just gone looking for problems. But now he said he's going to take legal advice.
Fine.
So.
Of course he's not going to. He's just he sounds like a very difficult neighbour, and he's just trying to scare you. But he's not going to take legal advice. He's not going to stump up the cash for doing it. Here's the legal position. Was it your side of the fence that you painted?
No,
or
it's
both
his
sides?
side. Well, no, it's our side, but it's his fence.
It's his fence. Okay. So technically, without his permission, and permission doesn't need to be in writing, it can be verbal, but without his permission, you're not allowed to. But it's impossible for him to prove any financial loss if you do. So his compensation is a big fat zero, even if you do it. As long as you don't go painting Nazi symbols on it, which could be said to cause distress, but as long as it's decent, he's not got any compensation entitlement. But he gave you permission. The fact it's verbal is neither here nor there from a legal point of view. So as long as a judge believes you, should he be stupid enough to sue you, that he did give permission, he can't win. He can't possibly win for the offence, in inverted commas, of painting your side of the fence. Now, in terms of a little bit of the paint speckling his windowsill, yes, that shouldn't have been done. And in theory, he can sue you for the cost of repainting his windowsill back to a nice off-white bird mess covered windowsill or whatever it looked like before. But if it is genuinely water-based paint and can just be removed with a bit of elbow grease, there is no way a judge is going to award him anything, because a judge will say, this is a legal phrase, he's failed to mitigate his loss, which means he's failed to take reasonable steps to keep the damage as little as possible, which of course includes just wiping it with a damp rag and a bit of elbow grease.
Yeah.
So it's a nil compensation situation, even if he wins, which he won't, unless a judge disbelieves you.
Okay.
He sounds like an idiot. I'd ignore him, Anne-Marie.